25 Incredible Animal Facts You Probably Didn't Know. The animal kingdom is a world full of fascinating facts. It's a world that never fails to amaze us with its incredible feats and wonders. There are animals in this video that can accomplish things that are mind-blowing. I've searched high and low for some of the most interesting animal facts out there for today's list. There are so many, but I've condensed them down, and here are the 25 facts that I've compiled. 1. The world's loudest animal is a prawn, which is only 2 centimeters long. The pistol shrimp can close its claw so quickly that it generates a bubble that collapses to emit a sonic boom that is louder than concords. The shockwave it produces can be up to 230 decibels, which is louder than a gunshot. The bursting bubble generates temperatures of 4,400 Celsius or 7,600 Fahrenheit for a fraction of a second, which is nearly as hot as the sun, and in turn killing its prey. 2. Roosters protect themselves from going deaf from their own noisy crowing by leaning their heads back when they crow, totally covering their ear canal and acting as an ear plug. According to research, their crowing averages 100 decibels, which is about the same as an operating chainsaw. 3. To get high, dolphins use toxic pufferfish. As a defense technique, dolphins intentionally handle pufferfish, prompting them to emit toxins. These poisons are lethal in high amounts, but they also have a narcotic effect, and are a psychedelic that dolphins seem to love. They were shown in a documentary passing pufferfish in a pod before floating just beneath the water's surface, apparently mesmerized by their own reflections afterwards. 4. The tongue of the blue whale can weigh up to that of a car or a small adult elephant. The tongue of the blue whale can weigh up to between 6,000 and 8,000 pounds or 2,720 and 3,630 kilograms. 5. Self-soothing mechanisms are comparable in elephants and humans. To soothe themselves, elephant calves will suck their own trunks. It's for the same reason that humans do it. It mimics the action of suckling their mothers. 6. A human can detect the scent of a skunk up to 3.5 miles or 5.4 kilometers away. A skunk's foul-smelling spray can irritate the skin and even cause temporary blindness. 7. Echidnas are duck-billed platypuses with a beak, spikes, a kangaroo-like pouch, and has the ability to lay eggs. These spiny anteaters stand 30 to 45 centimeters or 12 to 18 inches tall. They deposit a tiny egg that is subsequently transported into a kangaroo pouch where it develops, making them one of the few egg-laying mammals. 8. The shoebill stork has a large beak and can swallow lungfish whole. These enormous birds stand over 1.5 meters or 5 feet tall. They have a wingspan of just under 2.5 meters or 8 feet in length. It gets its name from its large beak, which is about 20 centimeters or 7 inches long and nearly as wide. It also consumes whole newborn turtles and crocodiles, in addition to the lungfish. 9. Yaks have a large lung capacity and little red blood cells, making them well suited to high elevations. These huge oxen-like animals originated from Tibet. They reside in high altitudes in the Himalayas around 4,000 to 6,000 meters or 13,100 to 19,700 feet. They have a lung capacity that is 3 times that of normal cattle and the smaller red blood cells to facilitate oxygen transport. 10. The Alaskan wood frog is frozen for 7 months of the year. At the onset of the winter, these Alaskan frogs freeze almost entirely, with 2/3 of their bodily water turning to ice. They appear to be dead to all intents and purposes. Their hearts stop pumping and their blood flow stops. When winter thaws out, they thaw out as well, and they spring back to life. 11. Emperor penguins are the world's largest penguins, and they travel 20 to 50 miles or 32 to 80 kilometers to reach breeding colonies in the Antarctic. They breed in the winter, when they leave their more natural environment in the ocean to travel long distances across dangerous ice. 12. Meerkat mothers and fathers teach their young how to hunt scorpions. They'll bring back scorpions that are already dead or nearly dead so that the young meerkats can practice killing them without getting stung. 13. Slow-moving eucalyptus-eating marsupials endemic to Australia, koalas are adored for their gentle demeanors and unmistakably non-human cuteness. They do, however, share one trait with Homo sapiens: fingerprints. Furthermore, their fingerprints, when examined under a microscope, are nearly indistinguishable from ours in the way they loop and whirl. Koalas acquired this characteristic, which is also found in primates like chimps, to better grab the branches they climb to graze for leaves, according to researchers. 14. About only 5% of cheetah cubs will survive to reach adulthood. In the 1990s, a Serengeti research study discovered that 95% of cheetah cubs died before reaching adulthood. Many died as a result of lions, as well as other predators and sickness. 15. Although butterflies have long, tube-like tongues called proboscis that they unroll to suck in floral nectar, they do not have the ability to taste. It's in their feet, rather. This allows them to determine which blooms are appropriate for laying their eggs, according to a study by San Diego Zoo. According to the zoo's website, by stepping on a leaf, they may taste it to see if their baby caterpillars can eat it. 16. Manatees, sometimes known as sea cows, are chubby elephant cousins that can weigh up to 1,000 pounds or 450 kilograms. They're also vegetarians, which means they have to eat 10% of their body weight every day in order to have enough energy to swim about in the shallows of the water in locations like Florida. 17. The Nile crocodile's jaws has the world's strongest bite of any animal. In comparison, the Nile crocodile's jaw can exert 5,000 pounds per inch two of pressure, whereas the human jaw only exerts 100 pounds of pressure per inch two. The bite of a crocodile is 10 times stronger than that of a great white shark. 18. The male seahorse conceives and gives birth to offspring. They are the only animals on the planet in which the male, rather than the female, carries the babies. The male seahorse has a pouch on his stomach where he can hold up to 2,000 babies at a time. 19. A second pair of alien-style jaws can be found on moray eels. If you previously felt eels were scary, this information won't make you feel any better. Moray eels have pharyngeal jaws, which are a second set of alien-style jaws. These protrude from the eel's throat to capture prey before bringing the unfortunate meal down into the eel's gullet. 20. Flamingos are not born pink but are in fact born gray. Their feathers appear pink because they feed on brine shrimp and blue-green algae, which contains a natural pink dye called canthaxanthin. Until zookeepers supplemented their diets, flamingos in zoos frequently lost their color. 21. The inland taipan, sometimes called the western taipan, is the world's most venomous snake. If left untreated, a single bite contains enough venom to kill at least 100 fully grown men within 30 minutes. However, they only come into contact with people on a very rare occasion. Herpetologists have made every reliable identification of a snakebite victim from an inland taipan when handling or examining the snakes. They've all survived thanks to an effective anti-venom treatment. 22. Axolotls have the ability to regrow lost limbs and organs. A single limb of a Mexican walking fish can regrow up to 5 times, and even sections of its brain can regenerate, which is totally amazing. Ambystoma mexicanum, also known as the axolotl, is a pedomorphic salamander related to the tiger salamander. The species was first discovered in many lakes, including Lake Xochimilco, which lies beneath Mexico City. Axolotls are unique among amphibians in that they don't go through metamorphosis to reach adulthood. 23. 3 hearts, 9 brains and blue blood make up the giant Pacific octopus. One central brain to make key octopus life decisions like where a den should be built. Each of their arms are controlled by a cluster of neurons in their other 8 tiny brains. From their 3 hearts, 2 are used to pump blood to their gills for reoxygenation. Blood is circulated throughout their bodies and tentacles by the 3rd heart. The giant Pacific octopus's blood developed a copper-based protein called hemocyanin that colors its blood blue in order to survive in the deep Pacific Ocean. 24. Hedgehogs' backs have between 5,000 and 7,000 spines. They raise and lower them in response to danger. Each spine lasts for approximately a year before dropping out and being replaced. The body and sides of the hedgehog are covered in these spines, which are 25 mm or 1 inch long. The face, chest, belly, throat, and legs, which are clothed in a coarse, gray-brown fur, are devoid of this. 25. Underneath their white fur coats, polar bears have jet black skin. It helps them to absorb heat to keep warm, and the white fur helps them blend in with their snowy and icy environment. Polar bear fur is transparent and only appears white due to visible light reflection. Please make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of the new content that we publish. If you have any additional video requests, please don't hesitate to leave a comment below. Thanks for taking the time to watch our video.